Coronavirus deaths accelerated in France, Italy and Spain, suggesting governments have little leeway to end lockdowns in a human and economic crisis that is straining European unity.
While new infections slowed in Italy and intensive care admissions declined in Spain and France, officials said it's still too early to relax restrictions that have brought wide swaths of Europe to a halt. France's death toll rose sharply Thursday after data from some nursing homes were included.
I don't know if we have started or are starting the downward path, Angelo Borelli, head of Italy's Civil Protection Agency, told reporters. What I can say is that we must maintain the measures at a high level.
With global confirmed cases at 1 million, there's no quick end in sight for suffering in Europe, where Italy, Spain and France have the most confirmed deaths worldwide. Italian Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte is expected to unveil measures to provide liquidity for companies as early as Friday as he calls for jointly issued European debt to aid his country's finances.
Italy, the euro area's third biggest economy, has been under lockdown since early March, halting non-essential economic activity and banning movement within the country except for work, health or emergency reasons. The mobility limits are in effect until at least April 13.
Government leaders have expressed concern that Italy's debt market could risk a mass exodus by investors and that they would view any credit lines linked to the European Stability Mechanism Rescue Fund as stigmatizing the country. German Finance Minister Olaf Scholz said any ESM aid for Italy or Spain would have to flow quickly, though it would be earmarked for supporting health systems and the labor market.
Read more. Nightmare-haunting euro founders may be a reality with Italy.
Spain's health ministry reported 950 deaths from the coronavirus over the latest 24-hour period, the most since the outbreak began. A shortage of beds in intensive care units could ease after the number of new admissions declined for the second consecutive day.
A similar three-day trend in France suggests that lockdowns are starting to slow the pace of the outbreak, though that provides only relative relief. An initial, partial count at French nursing homes added 884 deaths to 471 new hospital deaths reported Thursday.
We've never had so many seriously ill patients in France, Jérôme Solomon, the head of France's public health agency, said Thursday.
In Italy, the number of hospitalized patients rose by 137, the lowest increase in at least a month. Italy's death toll reached 13,915, while Spain surpassed 10,000. France has reported 5,387 deaths.
Spain's latest numbers contrast with optimism expressed by the government. Health Minister Salvador Illa told lawmakers after the data were released Thursday that the curve has stabilized and we are entering a process of slowing down.
Read more. British Airways furloughs 30,000 staff to cope with coronavirus.
The UK government has begun a search for cold storage warehouses to handle a possible overflow of dead bodies, according to people familiar with the situation. The government has already converted the London Excel Centre, an exhibition space, into a temporary hospital.
Prime Minister Boris Johnson pledged to expand coronavirus testing is already falling behind schedule. His spokesman, James Slack, told reporters 10,412 tests were carried out on Tuesday and accepted the UK hasn't been doing enough.
The economic impact is hitting home across Europe.
Spain reported more than 300,000 new jobless claims for March, the biggest monthly increase on record. Germany could face a deeper recession than during the financial crisis as the pandemic shuts down large parts of Europe's biggest economy.
The impact on 2020 growth could be as strong, or even stronger, than the 5% contraction caused by the financial crisis in 2008 and 2009, Economy Minister Peter Altmaier said Thursday in Berlin. With assistance by Tomaso Ebhardt and Macarena Muñoz Montejano.